How's it going, everyone? Thought I would do a quick video breakdown of Mithraic, which is the song that I just released today. It's going to be on my next release entitled Memento Mori. Not sure. I'm still working on it. It's going to be pretty involved, so it's going to take a bit. I would be surprised if I got it out before the end of the year. It's probably going to be the last one I'm going to do for a while. So anyway, Mithraic. It's I'm in D standard tuning. It's a step down from standard tuning, and it's kind of a prog rock kind of thing. The guitar parts are pretty simple. The bass parts do sort of a counterpart to some of the guitar parts. Definitely kind of sits in its own space. The drums are pretty repetitious. Kind of has a polyrhythm kind of feel, kind of dances around while the guitar parts stay straight. I believe the BPM is 111. And so anyway, main riff, flatted fifth, E. Use it a lot. Gotta love the flatted fifth, the tritone. So anyway, which is like that's the main riff. So flatted fifth, E, then C with the G as the fifth on top. So it goes from there into this repetitious ascending and descending run, which goes like this. I'll play it slow first. And in unison with that, I simply move it up a fifth, starting on the D, and play the exact same thing. So I do that, and then on the last two bars, I add another, I guess that would be a fifth, up to the G, and so all three are in the same, they do the same exact position. It's just moving up like that. And it has a flange pan effect, so it sort of slides from left to right and back, so it kind of gives it this sort of kind of discorded, seasick kind of feeling. So those are the main riffs. Then behind the guitar solo, it goes to a pretty standard metal riff, which would be which is your E minor, minor third, then G major, F sharp minor, and then F major or C major, B major. Pretty familiar riff, been done quite a bit. So, and the guitar solo behind that is, whoops. So, without fucking it up like I just did, so. Which is just kind of going up diatonically with the E minor. the second part of that I go. When you play it correctly, which sometimes I do not. So that's the whole guitar solo. Then it kicks into sort of a black metal riff with a blast beat up to the F sharp, and it's so. Goes to a little stutter riff with just the flat fifth E. The bass part and drums are going. And then back to the main riff. So that's the whole thing there. And then at the very end it goes to a D minor. On that open E drone. And just repeats that, has keyboards laid over it, and fades out. And yeah, so that's the whole thing for guitars. And I will do a second video here with the bass parts. So let me get to that. Until then, take it easy. Okay, bass parts for Mithraic. I played with a pick on this. A lot of times I'll play with my fingers. You know. Kind of thing, but for this I need a little bit more attack. So, and I use a fairly kind of muddy, distorted bass sound. Kind of blends in the mix a little bit. Anyway, so first riff. Sort of follows the guitar riff, and when it does the ascending harmony lick there, I do a little bit of counterpart there. So I start with the A and A sharp, G, A sharp, C. So like that. Then the second half, I go up to the E. Guitars are playing the same thing, but the bass part changes. So I go to the E and then back to the again. So, and then behind the solo, it's the blast beat part, then I go up an octave, and also I do little octaves on the like every fourth one I'll as it's getting ready to do the change and go into something else. So that's all there is to that. And then the ending bit with the D minor to the open E, I just do like that. And that's as simple as it gets. Not a bass player by trade, but I do what I can in the studio. Having the luxury of doing unlimited takes and a little bit of punching in saves my ass. So you do what you gotta do, man. So that's it. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and thanks so much for your support. Later.